Are you sure?
Yes, 100% sure. Okay, this is the podcast take 2.
Go ahead and tell them, Aaron.
One of us didn't hit the go button on the camera.
16 minutes of talking to you, and you wasn't there.
You're just mad because all of your TT jokes are not on video.
Oh my! Oh!
We've got a special one for you today. We have a program coming out that is going to change your life.
Oh, so now we're going backwards.
But first,
okay.
Bruce is going to tell you a little bit about.
I was watching.
Yep.
The Ultimate Fighter.
A
guy named Ryan Logan. I believe that's his last name. Ryan Logan. About the 5th or 6th grade, he was growing up, and one of his teachers told him that basically he was going to amount to nothing. And like, he better have a good trade. And like, college was definitely not in his future. I could tell he was pretty tore up about it, you know. And he goes on to talk about his work ethic, you know, and he became a high-level collegiate wrestler. I'm not sure if he made it to Olympics. I know he tried out, but I mean, just amazing career. Graduated college, and I think the last part, he was teaching Taekwondo or something like that.
Yes.
So he's in
jiu-jitsu
and into all this stuff, and you know, they're asking why he did what he did and why he's, you know, teaching kids, and you know, basically just said that he knows that there's kids out there going through what he was going through.
When they told him that he would
amount to nothing.
And you said he had dyslexia, they found out?
Yeah, where you see things
with the
flip.
Things are reversed, yes.
Yeah, he had that and he didn't know it. But man, what a compelling story. He went on to win his fight. Just an absolute stud. You know, he said something that I can relate to. He said that he was not the smartest guy in the room, but his work ethic was second to none. So it doesn't really matter, I believe, how you perceive or how someone perceives how smart you are. It really matters what you want to accomplish here, what you believe you can accomplish, and the work that follows. You know what I mean? And man, I can relate with that so much because I know I've said that many times. I'm not the smartest guy in the room.
He's very smart.
But the work ethic has always been second to none. You know, so I will continue that grind in that process.
You always say that I'm smart, but growing up, you understand people like in my era were still saying things like, you're a girl, you can only do this.
Right.
You can only do this. I think that's why I wanted to push so hard. Simply because somebody said, well, you know, that's fine and all, but you're a girl, you don't need to do these things. You just get your little job. You just stay home.
White picket fence, make
you can
play
money. You can play your little college sports, but then it's time for you to just
have good insurance. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. Don't push the limits.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's because people don't love you. They do love you, but they can't see beyond their own limits.
Next point.
Exactly.
Which I've already said all this, but I'm saying it again.
You're a little bitter right now.
Somebody didn't record.
He could have very well gone and looked at the camera, and he just chose not to.
It's fine. It's good conversation.
It is good conversation.
And I don't know, and I'm not saying this is done purposefully.
No.
You know, whether it's done by your parents, your friends, your relatives,
all of them,
anybody, the circle, you're grown up, and I hate this word. I don't want it to seem negative, but like you're living a lie, like you're suppressed, because most
held back.
Like, if you work hard, son.
Because you adopt the limitations they've put on you.
Yeah, you can have a good job.
Yeah.
And make a certain amount a year and have good insurance.
And you can live, but you're not thriving.
Yeah, not thriving. Listen, you can do whatever the heck you want to do. I've had people tell me my whole life, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't graduate from Special Forces and the SEALs. You ain't going to the games. The general manager, you're not going to make that, right? And it's not about accolades for me. I don't care about any of that. I thrive off seeing accolades for other people and watching them accomplishment if they share the same mindset with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't put boundaries or limitations on what I can do. If I did that, I wouldn't accomplish any of that. Oh, you guys opened a gym during COVID. You can't do that. You need to stay teaching.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, you can't open it. We opened our gym in September of 2020 in the middle of the pandemic when you weren't even supposed. You couldn't have. We had running classes of 2 and 4 people.
Yeah.
And
in that small room.
In a tiny space. We have tripled our space since then in almost 4 years, and are thriving.
And just scratching the surface.
And we are just scratching the surface.
Right.
Because these 4 walls are not all of it.
So all these limitations. And so I go back to, I know that we talk about CrossFit a ton. But what I see with all of these people out there, even at work, and people that I see that I don't even know, that are walking around that are unhealthy, they have no fitness in their life. They have no release. And it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, if you want to be the best golfer in the world, you want to be a movie star, you want to go to the military, you want to be I don't care what it is. CrossFit's going to make you better.
CrossFit works for everything.
Yeah, because you're going to be healthy, and you're going to have a release. You're going to have something to take stress and anxiety and bad health and get rid of. Now, you don't have to do CrossFit. Maybe you're a runner.
You still need to be lifting, though.
Yeah. You got to start with something. And the majority of people, we're going to tell you need to do CrossFit, okay? Majority of people have absolutely nothing, and they're walking around living this suppressed lie because they can't see above where they are or what they grew up or what they're surrounded by. You got to get rid of that freaking mentality.
And you have to start. You have to start something.
Yeah.
And start it right now. Quit waiting.
Right.
And in about 2 weeks, we are going to have something ready.
We talk about, here's some of the frustration and why we're coming out with what we are, because what we see. Yes, we have our gym for locals. We also have online programming for people that aren't here. But just like everybody else has online programming. Yeah. There's some bad stuff out there. There's some great stuff, whatever it may be. But inside the world of social media, every time you turn on, all you hear is, hey, follow me, do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
But nobody's telling people what the actual...
to do.
What do you do? Because, the other day we did a workout in here. It was 40 minutes long. It was a 40-minute AMRAP. It was the long one for the week. And I measured on my watch. And I know that they don't perfectly calculate how many calories you burn. In that 40 minutes, I was soaking wet with sweat, exhausted. I burned a whole 430 calories.
Yeah.
That's like a small sandwich somewhere.
Small portion.
A small portion of something somewhere. And people do one of those workouts and they think they can eat a pizza.
What needs to be done throughout the day.
They have no idea what is really going on. And that fitness is a huge piece of the puzzle, but it is certainly not the only.
We have the ultimate instruction of what to do in 90 days.
Yeah.
And why did we say 90?
Psychologists say that in 21 days you can create a habit, but it takes at least 90 days to make a true lifestyle change.
Yep. And so what inspired us, a couple things, like one, Andy Frisella, his 75 hard, really cool. We like a little bit different style of stuff. And I know that's very successful for him, and that's awesome that people are doing that. When we did the burpee challenge
100 days of burpees.
100 days. There was also another nutrition one you talked about.
Optimized Nutrition does an 800-gram challenge.
Right.
That is fantastic also. There's a lot of things that are out there, and we feel like taking the best of everything and kind of going, how do we put this into a program that's doable for people, that they can continuously follow, but that is still very, very hard.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be hard, but simplistic.
Exactly. It's not. There's nothing complicated about what we're talking about here, and with this program. Yeah,
anybody can do it. Doesn't matter your experience level. You just have to make a freaking decision to stop living your life miserable. Period.
You have to decide that it's not even you're looking for motivation or that you have to make a choice. You choose when you start this that you are this person.
Yeah.
And that you just do these things.
And there's no leniency. Like if you don't do it exactly like it says, you're going to fail. And I hate to use that word, but there has to be some accountability because you have to do it for 90 days. And you can't tease nobody or say you're doing it because in 90 days, if you do what we tell you to do, you're going to be unrecognizable. And then you're going to be on to the start of something special. So you're not fooling anybody, right? Our goal is to make it easy to purchase. Probably have it on Amazon, our website, and it's just our frustration is seeing all this stuff everywhere and nobody ever tells you what to do. They just want your money. We're going to freaking change that. We'll tell you exactly what to do for 90 days. Again, you're just going to have to make the decision to want to change your freaking life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
10 minutes.
See, that's even better.
Yeah. Anything else? My T jokes are gone.
He's mad because he doesn't have any more TT jokes. Yes, I did. I said, shoot, sorry. Are you on mix? I said,
You said TT, like potty or something.
That's what it is, the TT brothers.
No, on America's Got Talent, it's the TT brothers.
TT.
Yeah, you have to watch it. It's funny. We say it in our house, you'll laugh.
Okay, so if you have questions about this or just interested in what's going on here.
And that's not exactly the cover.
No. We are demoing some covers here.
Yep.
We'll have. You keep interrupting me.
But we forgot.
What?
Why it's so important for us, how things get lost in the intranet.
This is paper, y'all.
Paper.
Everybody's got an app. How many apps do you think you have? You told me the other day you were cleaning up apps on your phone.
Yep.
Because everybody has a million apps. This whole era of I'm going to do everything online. I'm going to do everything on the computer. Well, guess what? When you don't write things down, you don't remember them. And they don't mean anything.
Yep. What's
if
written
something's meaningful, you write it.
Is
retained.
Retained.
I know, we say this all the time. So it is an actual book. It isn't an app where you just touch something and forget it and it's meaningless.
And it's going to be a lot thinner than that. We're going to have double-sided pages. It's just going to be simple, really hard, and you're going to write it down in track. All you have to do is open it up every day and follow.
And we are demoing this program. We are not just telling people to do it. We are doing this because
we do everything.
We don't just throw things out there like, hey, try this, and we're not doing it and following through and living what we're saying. But really, guys, this is sort of a manual of what we have done and what has worked. People keep asking, what do we do? What do you do? What do you eat? How do you work out?
Yeah.
What are you doing the rest of the day? What do you do? Yeah. Folks, it's in here.
That was the other thing that inspired me. People
just
come up.
How we live.
Yeah, people come up to me all the time, ask me a nutrition or, hey, you work out. Hey, what about this? And a lot of times you just give them some generic answer, or because you don't have an hour to maybe talk with them or something because you're working or you're busy. And these are those things that inspire me. Oh, thanks for asking.
Here you go.
Here you go. Yeah. You got 90 freaking days. You ready to change your life?
Yeah.
Okay. We're giving you the book.
Literally the manual.
The manual on how to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready to work out?
We went like 2 minutes after 3.
No, we went like 15 minutes last time. See, it's 2 minutes left.
All right.
Less TT jokes.
Yeah.
I wasn't weird.
Stone Cold Fake. Are you ready?
I mean, I'm trying. I feel like a bird.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.